All right, I am back and I have done a little work and I've thought some things through to try to make this simpler for me and to maybe get it to work more effectively. We'll have to see that. Since I had so many moving body parts, I think it's really complicated. So you can see that I've deleted all of the layers of my timeline. Actually, I could turn it off, but I just took what I had made and I've thrown it in the trash and only have one layer here. So I'm basically starting over. And what I thought I would do, you see that I have named S1, S2, S3 with the skeletons, but that's still really complicated. That I decided to do some movements on the skeleton and make it on a layer by itself. So for this one here on the left, which is S1, you can see that I've got S1 all 3, S1 all 2, S1 all. So S1 all looks like this, and S1 all 2 looks like that. So it'll be easier for me to animate him. S1 all 3 looks like that. Okay, and I can do this and make each skeleton have his own bunch of layers and then not use all these bone parts here. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to go ahead and move and do this. So I'm turning that all back on so that you can see how I am working on this to make this simpler. And you may not have anything nearly as complicated as this. So I'll have S1 all, S2 all, and S3 all turned off. And he's kind of getting ready to do a little can. And I moved his head and I moved his arms out and I stretched out his body again. And for this, I think I'll bring the leg up even higher. So I'm going to come down to his left leg, which is this one right here. It says left upper leg, which is this one here, and it's right here. And I'm going to bring it up so that his kick is higher. So I have it selected, and I will just hit free transform, just like if I was doing any specific part. And I'm bringing that knee up, and you can see how much further up that I can decide to take it between one and the other. All right, and get it right where I want it to be. And I can click any other tool now and click apply. So his knee now is where I would like it to be. And then I'll find his lower leg here. And with the move tool, I'll just move it up. And maybe his kick would look a little bit more natural if I bring this up further here. So I'm going to free transform that as well. Turn it just a little bit more. And click here and apply and pull it up into place. And then I'll go ahead and move his foot up, which would be next. So I'll click on left foot. And it looks all right. I could rotate it a little bit more, but I think I won't. I think I'll just have him do that. Now, I did move and rotate his head a little bit between 1 and 2, so let's rotate it a little bit more. So I'm on his head, S1 head, and I'll hit free rotate, free transform, and I've moved it sideways, and I'll click here to apply it. And then I can have it float up in the air, or I can move it down a little bit. So I think I'll move it down so it still looks like he's attached. He's not a headless skeleton yet. And this arm I think is all right, but I want to move the arm up over here a little bit more, and that would be the right arm. So I do the very same thing. I come over here and find the right upper arm. I hit free transform and just rotate it. Let's put it up to that and click to apply and pull it in place. And now he's kind of down a little. I could just bring it up and it would look like this. That's not too bad. Maybe I'll rotate it just a little bit more. Free transform and pull him up and click to apply, and then get his hand and pull it up. Whoops. Now every once in a while I'll have that happen because I'm not on the right layer, and so I just want to do undo, move, and go find the hand that I was trying to move and bring it up, and it's totally behind the tailbone of skeleton number 2, so I will free rotate it so you can see some of it. Free transform and click to apply and pull it up just, whoops. Now I'm on tailbone number 2, don't want to do that. Go back down and find the hand, and it doesn't know which one you're trying to move, so you just have to be really careful to make sure that you've selected the one that you want, and that is the right hand that I'm trying to move. So see why it's real important that these are named. For skeleton 1, right hand, there it is, and pull it up so that it is actually right there. All right, so now at this point he is dancing even a little bit more. What I'm going to do is make it into a new layer with him in that position. So I'm clicking here under the bottom of skeleton 1 and going all up to find the top of skeleton 1, which is the head, and see how now all of them are selected. And then I'm going to right click and go duplicate layers. And I don't want to do it on this, which will be my animation. So I'm going to do new and click OK. And then he will pop over here into this transparent layer just the way that he is with this move. And I don't want to have all of these layers now, so I will right click them and come down here where it says merge visible, and then it is now all on one layer here. And I am calling this one skeleton 1, and I've got 1, 2, 3, so this is skeleton 1 all 4. And it is done. And now I can duplicate that layer back into my animation, which is background 3, and click OK. And come back down here to background 3. And it should pop up exactly where I've got it. Now I've got skeleton 1 all 2, skeleton 1 all 3, skeleton 1 all 4. So I'm pulling skeleton 1 all 4 there. And as I turn them on, you can see that I've got him moving. So when I'm ready to animate, it should be more seamless, and I can do each one of their little dances and make it make more sense. And that will be it until I'm ready to put my animation together. Have fun.